10 years ago, I was earning $15 an hour as a beauty therapist, working full time and giving everything I had and still barely surviving. I loved the industry, but deep down I knew there had to be more than feeling exhausted, underpaid, and constantly stressed about money. Today I'm fully booked, earning $5,000 to $10,000 a week, and the difference? It wasn't working harder. It was learning one method most therapists still don't truly understand. I stopped just following routines and started understanding the body, the lymphatic system, fluid, fascia, and how to create results that kept clients coming back again and again. Because once your clients experience a treatment that actually feels different, everything changes. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things. Why most therapists stay stuck even when they're talented. What actually changed everything for me after years of feeling overworked and underpaid. And the exact method I use now that allows me to charge premium prices whilst creating real results my clients can actually see and feel. Because the truth is, most therapists are taught to follow routines, but routines don't teach you how to read the body. They don't teach you why fluid gets stuck, why clients hold inflammation, and why some treatments work and others don't. Once I understood the lymphatic system, the fascia, and how to work with the body properly, everything changed. My results improved, clients became obsessed, and my business completely transformed. Let me describe your week. Back-to-back clients running behind all day. Messages are piling up. You're skipping lunch again. Your nervous system is running on pure adrenaline by Thursday afternoon. Your hands hurt. Your body is exhausted. And no matter how hard you work, it still feels like you're chasing money instead of building freedom. And the frustrating part is you are good at what you do. Your clients love you. You care deeply. You give everything to the treatment. But deep down, you know something isn't adding up. Because the industry teaches women to survive on volume, more clients, more hours, more burnout. Nobody teaches you how to become premium. Nobody teaches you how to create a treatment that people cannot compare to the salon down the road. That was the shift for me. The moment I stopped performing treatments like it's a routine and started understanding the body properly. Fluid, inflammation, fascia, the lymphatic system. That's when my results change and clients become obsessed. And my business stopped feeling like it was in constant survival mode. I didn't build a fully booked clinic doing more. I built it by learning what most therapists never get taught. And I want to say this clearly, you are not the problem. Your clients love you, you're talented, you care deeply about the people walking into your room. You stay late for clients, you over-deliver. You put your whole heart into every treatment. But no matter how hard you work, you still feel exhausted trying to make the income you deserve. And that's because the problem isn't you. It's the type of service you're offering. Because most beauty therapists are stuck offering treatments clients see as luxury or an occasional appointment. Something they price shop, something that they compare, something they can get almost anywhere. But when you shift into results-driven treatments, everything changes. When clients feel lighter, see visible changes, sleep better, feel less inflamed, feel more confident in their body, they stop seeing you as just another beauty therapist. You become the specialist they trust. That's the shift that changed my business completely. Not doing more, not working harder, just learning how to offer something that people truly value. Remedial treatments are everywhere. Standard facials are everywhere. Basic massage is everywhere. Clients can find them on almost every corner now, and that's the problem nobody wants to admit. When your service looks the same as everybody else's, clients compare one thing only: price. So therapists end up trapped in this cycle of more clients, more hours, more physical burnout, just trying to make decent money. But the therapists making the real income in this industry, the ones fully booked with clients willing to pay premium prices, they're not usually working harder than everybody else. They've just added the right specialty. A treatment clients cannot compare. A treatment that feels different, gets real results, and creates word of mouth and builds demand. That's what changed everything for me. The moment I stopped offering just another treatment and started offering the method people actually searched for. Because in this industry, the money isn't in doing more. It's in becoming known for something. If nothing changes in 1 year, you're probably in the exact same place, just more exhausted. Still overbooked, still physically drained, still wondering why the income never seems to match the amount of energy you give. Then 3 years pass, your body starts pushing back. Your wrists hurt, your shoulders ache, and you feel emotionally burnt out before the week even begins. And this is the part that honestly breaks my heart about the industry. So many talented therapists leave it completely within a few years. Not because they didn't love beauty, not because they weren't good enough, not because they failed, but because their bodies simply could not keep up with the workload. Nobody teaches therapists how to build longevity, how to work smarter, how to create premium treatments that don't rely on physical exhaustion to make money. This is why learning the right specialty matters so much, because this industry shouldn't leave you burnt out and broken just to be successful. 10 years ago, I left my ex-husband with a bag of clothes and my 2 children. That was it. We couch surfed for a while because my parents lived in England and I had nowhere else to go. I was locked out of my bank accounts with nothing to my name, no plan, no safety net. But I knew one thing for certain: I couldn't go back. I cried myself to sleep so many nights, holding my children so tightly, promising them that this wouldn't be forever. Promising them that one day we would have peace and stability, a beautiful home, holidays, freedom. Because at the time I was constantly being told, you'll be nothing without me. No one will ever want you. You will struggle if you leave. Your children will be better off without you. And when you hear those words over and over again, they start to live inside your nervous system. But something inside me refused to believe that that was my story. At the time I was working in a laser clinic, barely making ends meet. Most of my money went on after school care. I was constantly rushing, constantly stressed, constantly exhausted. But I didn't want survival. I wanted more for my children and more for myself. And honestly, the words, "you'll never be anything," that became the fire that I built. That became the fire behind everything I built. Because deep down, even in the hardest moments, I knew I was going to make it. I just didn't know how. And the worst part, everybody acts like this is normal. Being exhausted is normal. Having sore hands every day is normal. Working back-to-back clients and still stressing about money is normal. This is just the beauty industry. You'll get there eventually. You just need more clients. Work harder. Nobody stops to ask, why are so many talented therapists burnt out before they even come financially free? Because the truth is, a lot of therapists are stuck in survival mode for so many years. Overworked, underpaid, physically drained, question themselves constantly, even though they're actually good at what they do. And after a while, it starts affecting you more than your income. It affects your confidence, your nervous system, your relationships, your ability to even enjoy the business you once loved. That's why I'm so passionate about therapists learning higher level treatments. Because this industry shouldn't require you to destroy your body just to make a living. And you don't have to stay stuck in that cycle forever. I remember sitting in my car crying after work. completely exhausted, emotionally drained, staring at my bank account, wondering why I was working so hard, yet constantly stressed about money. And I remember thinking, surely life's not meant to feel like this forever. Because from the outside, everything probably looked fine. But the inside, I was overwhelmed, burnt out, running on survival mode, trying to hold everything together while quietly falling apart behind the scenes. And that moment, sitting in the car, I made a decision. I wasn't going to live like that anymore. I didn't fully know how things were going to change yet. I just knew that they had to. I knew that I wanted freedom, peace, a business that didn't drain the life out of me, a future my children could feel proud of. And honestly, that decision changed everything for me, because sometimes your entire life shifts the moment you stop accepting the version of your life that's hurting you. I started looking at therapists who were actually making money, and I noticed something. They weren't doing more treatments, they were doing different treatments. And one treatment kept coming up over and over again: Brazilian lymphatic massage. But deep down, I knew staying where I was a bigger risk. The logical thing probably would have been to play it safe. But deep down, I knew staying there was the bigger risk, because I physically could feel that my life wasn't meant to stay the same forever. And there was something about Brazilian lymphatic massage that kept pulling me in. Not because of the money, because for the first time I saw a treatment that actually stood out. Something specialized, something premium, something clients were actually searching for. And I remember thinking, this could be the thing that changes everything for me. And honestly, it was. And when I completed the training, everything shifted. Not overnight in some magical way, but enough for me to realize that quickly my life was changing. Clients started talking, word of mouth exploded. Women were booking in because they could feel the difference in the treatment. Within weeks, I had a wait list. That was the moment I realized that this wasn't just another beauty treatment. This was something that people were actually searching for, something they valued, something that they couldn't compare to the salon down the road. Not long after that, I left the salon. Within a year, I was doing 8K weeks. Not because I became a different person, not because I worked 24/7, but because my hands were finally doing something different. I stopped offering treatments people saw as optional and started offering results people came obsessed with. This works for 3 reasons. First, clients can actually see and feel results after one session. Less fluid, less puffiness, more definition, a lighter body, a calmer nervous system. And when clients experience a treatment that creates an instant shift, they talk about it. Second, they don't just come once, they commit to a protocol. Because once clients understand that this is about supporting the body properly, not just a one-off treatment, they want to stay consistent. That's how you build recurring income, instead of constantly chasing for new clients each week. And third, this doesn't destroy your body like traditional massage does, because this isn't about force, it's about rhythm, flow, technique, understanding the lymphatic pathways and working with the body instead of aggressively against it. This isn't just a treatment, it's a system. And once you understand the method behind it, everything about the way you work changes. And let's be real about the numbers for a second. Most standard beauty or massage treatments sit around the 90 to 120 mark. And there's nothing wrong with that until you realize how many clients you need to do every single week just to make good money. And this is where therapists burn themselves out, because the only way to earn more becomes more hours, more clients, more pressure on your body. But Brazilian lymphatic massage, that completely changed the game for me. These treatments can sit from $250 to $400 per session. And the biggest difference, clients rarely book just once. They commit to packages, protocols, weekly sessions, post-operative care, ongoing maintenance. Because once clients experience the results, they want consistency. That's when your income changes. Not because you suddenly started working harder, but because your treatments hold higher value in the market. Let's actually break the numbers down, because most therapists have never seen what's truly possible in this industry. 4 clients a day at $300 a treatment, that's 6K weeks. 5 clients a day, that's $7,500 weeks. And that's without working ridiculous 12-hour days or destroying your body trying to squeeze in endless appointments. Now add packages into that. Clients committing to protocol, pre-booking weekly sessions, returning for maintenance, post-op recovery clients, referral clients. That's when things really start to shift financially, and that's when the 10K weeks become possible. And I think it's important for therapists to hear, because so many women in this industry have been conditioned to believe that struggle is normal. Making real money in beauty is rare, but the truth is, specialized treatments change your earning capacity completely. Not because you become lucky, but because you stop charging like everybody else. And I see this happen with my students all the time. Same clinic, same room, same clients, same therapist. The only thing that changes is the method that they offer. And suddenly clients are talking more, referrals increase, people start traveling to see them, their bookings feel faster, their confidence changes. Because when you offer something specialized, people feel the difference immediately. And I think that's what so many therapists are missing. They think bigger clinic, bigger branding, more followers, more content, but often the biggest shift comes from offering a treatment that clients cannot compare to everybody else. A treatment that gets results. A treatment that feels premium. A treatment that people actively search for. And that's when therapists stop feeling stuck in survival mode, because once your work creates demand, your business starts moving differently. Therapists all over the world are starting to add this into their services, and their businesses are actually changing because of it. They're raising their prices, booking out faster, building wait lists, and finally earning in a way that reflects their level of skill and energy they bring into this industry. Because the truth is, so many beauty therapists have been conditioned to believe that exhaustion is part of the job, that being constantly overworked and underpaid is normal, but it doesn't have to stay that way. When you offer a specialized treatment that creates real results, clients value it differently. And that's when therapists finally start charging what they truly deserve without feeling guilty for it. So I created the workshop I wish I had when I started. Not just a quick routine, not just random strokes to copy, a real-time workshop where I break down the entire method properly. Every technique, every movement, every transition, exactly how I work in clinic every single day. Because the truth is, most therapists weren't actually taught why we're doing certain movements. They're taught what to do, but not how to feel the tissue, how to read the fluid, how to create consistent results across different bodies. And that's the difference. This work isn't about memorizing a routine. It's about understanding the body well enough to know what it needs. That's why I wanted this workshop to feel real. Real treatments, real explanations, real techniques. The actual method behind the results that clients become obsessed with. I spent over $7,000 learning this method, traveling, training, investing into understanding the body properly and refining my technique over the years. And honestly, most Brazilian lymphatic courses sit anywhere between $2,000 and $4,000 because therapists are finally realizing how valuable the skill actually is. But this workshop, it's $147, and I made that price intentionally. And I made it that price intentionally because I remember what it felt like. And I made it that price intentionally because I remember what it felt like to want to change my life but feel financially stuck. I remember wanting an opportunity. Just someone to show me what actually was possible in the industry. And the crazy part, one client can pay for this. One client can pay this workshop back almost instantly. But that's the power of specialized treatments. You're not just learning another service. You're learning a skill that can completely change the way that you work, earn, and grow in this industry. You can keep doing what you're doing. Keep your prices low. Overwork yourself, running back-to-back clients, trying to make the numbers work. Or you can learn the method that completely changes the way that you work in this industry. The method that helps you stand out, creates real results, build demand, and finally start charging in a way that reflects your value. Because one decision, one skill, one specialized treatment can completely change the direction of your business. The choice is yours. That choice is yours. You just need the right method, the right guidance, and the willingness to back yourself. Because one skill can completely change the direction of your business when it's taught properly. That's why I created this workshop, to show therapists what's actually possible in this industry when you stop blending in and start offering something that's truly different. Click below and you'll see inside. Click below and you'll see inside.